Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome if you all are new. Olivia here with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you all some DIY Dollar Tree and budget-friendly decor crafts. Listen, I love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. You truly do not have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing space. I also want to remind you to keep up the good work crafting and decorating. Recently I've been going through some things, and I know crafting and decorating really helps me out so much. So I know it helps you guys, and it just makes you feel great to make something fabulous for your home, or just the process of crafting for me is just really healing. So I would love to have you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, punch that bell. I will update you every time I post a new video. It's totally free. I also have Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. I have a free little group page if you want to connect with some other crafty decor friends. So anyway, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with y'all how to make a super adorable wooden photo frame box. Okay, so I found these really neat 3x5, I believe, photo frames, and I'm just removing the original paper. I'm going to line that up with this craft paper that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. It's a black and white buffalo check plaid. I'm really kind of moving into some neutrals now that we've hit summer. I want my decor to go a little bit further and transition into some fall decor eventually, so I am using this black and white buffalo check plaid. Plus it's super adorable and I still really love it. So anyway, I did just remove the backing from this and popped the little black and white buffalo check plaid back into it, and then added those tabs back down. And then I did take my wire trimmers and I just removed the little stand that the photo frame would go on, and here's how it should look once you get done with that. And then I'm going to make 3 more of these to create my box shape. So now I'm just going to take my little photo frames, and using some hot glue, I'm going to hot glue them together. Now, be careful when you're doing this. You want to try to align one side to the outside and one side to the inside and make that match the opposite side. And that will make your box more square. And you guys can see I accidentally glued one upside down, so I did have to detach that and start back over with that side. So anyway, listen, you guys, I have plenty of flops. Give yourself grace, keep going for it, have fun, and get creative. Now, I did want to create a base for this, so to do that, I took one more of the picture frame. So I used 5 total for this project, and I just took and removed this little hardware on the front, and you could actually do that to the other sides of it. If you didn't want that little hardware on the base. And then again, I did just remove the little backing, and then I'm going to just hot glue that directly on top of that, and that creates your box. Next thing I'm going to do is pop some styrofoam into my little photo frame box, and then I'm going to add some of this greenery. So Dollar Tree's carrying these little mini burlap greenery bits, and they really are nice to have. I've never really got some, but a friend of mine sent me some, so thank you. And then I did pop a little piece of just some of that lamb's ear into the center of it to give it a little bit more of a farmhouse vibe. So here is how it looks popped into my little setting here. So fun and fabulous on a budget. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to use some of these 4x6 picture frames and some of these little galvanized metal signs, and then some craft paper and some paint. I'm going to remove the backing from these little, I guess it would be like a picture frame or a sign, and I'm just going to chalk paint the outside of it in this elephant gray chalk paint. I'm actually loving this color right now. I remember using some of it last year during the fall to decorate with, and you guys could really use these picture frames as is, but I do love the look of this. It kind of matches in with my home decor a little bit better, so I'm just adding 2 layers of chalk paint, and then I did let it dry for about 30 minutes in between. And then the next thing I'm going to do is take some of this paper from Hobby Lobby, and it looks kind of like the beadboard, or just has kind of a little bit of a farmhouse look, and I'm going to pop that back into the original frame. And then once I had the paper popped in, I just used some of these galvanized letters, and these are kind of like an oversized jumbo galvanized letter, and I just took the original little clothespin that was on here and popped that on there, and then there you guys have that. Okay, so I decided to make it like this extra long kind of mantle sign, and I did hot glue these together. Now I will tell you that one of them came apart, so I think if I had it to do over again, I would use some E6000 glue with the hot glue, because it didn't give me as sturdy of a hold as I would have liked, to be totally honest with you guys. So just a little note here, and you wouldn't even really necessarily have to glue them together if you were putting them on a mantle or hanging them. You could just maybe hang them really close to each other. But I mean, they did stay glued together, but they just weren't as sturdy as I wanted them to be. I did reinforce them with some popsicle sticks on the back. So if you guys have some ideas on how to keep this together a little bit better, I would definitely love to know. Maybe I could have put popsicle sticks running long ways and then put one on top. Or maybe actually, you know, I just thought of this, actually what I probably could do would be to take some poster board and cut that out and just glue some poster board to the back of that. And that might really help stabilize it just a bit. But I did pop it in to kind of this little plant stand, and I put some greenery back behind it, and then even added in some sunflowers. So I thought that was pretty fun, and I just thought it looked really cute, like something you would see at Kirkland's. And plus it says happy family home, which I absolutely love. I love my home and I love my little family, so I love y'all, and I hope you're inspired by this craft. You don't necessarily have to use these original frames that I found at Dollar Tree, but you could really use any frame and just string a piece of little twine and some cute little clothespins back behind that. So for this next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to take one of the Dollar Tree burner covers, and I'm just going to take some chalk paint, and I'm going to chalk paint over the burner cover in and around where that cute little aqua truck is. So I'm just chalk painting over the grow where you are planted, and I'm going to chalk paint in and around the truck. And I did end up having to use, I believe, 3 coats of chalk paint. But my idea was just to create a cute little decor piece that doesn't look like it's a burner cover. And honestly, I think the grow where you're planted is really cute. I don't have these type of burners on my stove, so it's not really super useful for that. So when I bought it, I did buy it with the intention of creating a craft. And these burner covers at Dollar Tree are 2 for $1. So you get this smaller one and then also the larger one. And there's all different styles. I've used the rooster one to craft with. Most recently, I used the lemon one that said, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, which I am definitely trying to do right now. And I created a wreath with that one. So you guys can pop back to my last video and find that. But again, I am just very carefully chalk painting around the little truck, and this truck is so adorable. And so anyway, yeah, just a couple coats of chalk paint and you have a base to work with. And then once you have that, you guys can really do anything you want with it as far as decorating. So again, I'm trying to go with like kind of a little bit of a farmhouse theme, I guess, but just more kind of just sweet and cozy and kind of country. But I'm taking this nautical rope and I'm going to hot glue this around the edge of my burner cover. Again, I'm trying to not make it look like a burner cover or make it look more like a decor piece. And so the other thing I had was this little bless our home, and that is, I popped that off of like a little tin, and then I'm just going to pinch together my little burlap here and make a quick little easy bow. So you just loop the ribbon over on itself, pinch it in the center and make a bow, and then I'm going to tie this off with some twine. And then once I had that done, then I'm just going to hot glue that to the top of my little sign. And again, you guys could get totally creative and decorate this however you wanted with whatever whatever bows you have on hand. I actually had wanted to do some buffalo check plaid ribbon. I couldn't find any buffalo check plaid ribbon in my stash anywhere. So now I'm just making some little tails for my bow. I did dovetail the ends by cutting a little triangle in an upwards direction, and then I'm just going to hot glue that to the top here, and then hot glue this bless our home to the top part of my little sign. And I thought this came out really adorable. I did end up also popping in just like some little greenery pieces and whatnot. I gave my little ribbon here a scrunchy bunch. Listen, I think the best way to make your bow look cute is to kind of fluff it up there at the top, and then here's how that looks. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with y'all how to make a super easy, adorable little kind of farmhouse chic tray. So I measured the bottom of the tray and just cut out some cute little paper. And you guys can use really any paper, but this is kind of going along with the theme that I'm doing for this one. And so I'm just using this buffalo check plaid paper, and it is from Hobby Lobby. They have some great sales on their decorative paper, and it's really pretty inexpensive, and the sheets are a pretty nice size and a really good quality. So I'm just trimming it down a little bit because it was a little large for the base of the tray, and then I'm going to remove that, and then using this Elephant Waverly chalk paint, I am going to chalk paint it in this gray color. I really love this. I don't know, I did paint my walls a repose gray, and so maybe that's why I'm kind of loving this color right now. But I just thought it would be nice to a good transition for the next upcoming season. And that's going to be fall. And I'm just going to go ahead and say we're going to throw it out there because fall is coming up next, you guys. And I'm super excited for it. I love all the cozy vibes of fall. It makes me so very happy. And so again, I'm just going to finish chalk painting that tray and then pop this little decorative paper into the base of here. I did add some hot glue. The hot glue kind of made it bubble up in a spot, so I had to kind of squish that over. I recommend you guys actually probably using a Mod Podge maybe, and you know, or just being a little bit quicker with your hot glue. Or you really just could pop the paper in and not glue it at all. So here is how it looks popped in it to my little setting. I ended up using the little art farmhouse picture that I had made and just added in some cute little tin goodies to it and added it to this nice little setting. So fun and fabulous on a total budget. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with y'all how you can take and repurpose some of your extra 4th of July decor. I did make some really fun 4th of July crafts, and I did use some of these similar to this, but I bought a couple extra to craft with. So I'm taking this Waverly white chalk paint, gray elephant chalk paint, and I'm just going to chalk paint this little star and also this little red, white, and blue flower. And again, I love them in their original form. I love all of this, and I do have some decor like this in my home, but I did buy these extra ones just to craft with. So now I'm just going to cover them in a good old-fashioned layer of heavy-duty chalk paint. Now, I do believe I used 3 coats for these, and you guys may want to seal them with a layer of Mod Podge as well, just if you want it to be a little bit more durable and a little bit more long lasting. A lot of you guys ask why I like to use chalk paint. I love it because it's really fast drying, and I'm a super impatient crafter. So the next thing I did was I just took some white paint on the sponge brush, and these sponge brushes from Dollar Tree are really awesome. I'm kind of getting hooked on them, and I'm just brushing this with a sponge brush, and voila, I think that gives a really neat look to this. It looks like something that you guys would see, more at a high-end decor store. And so I just thought that was really cute. And so I did brush both of these white, and I'm kind of doing a dry brush technique where you just get a tiny bit of paint on your brush and then you kind of just dry brush it on there so you don't have like a heavy duty layer. And you can even dab it off on a paper towel. And then I did just take some wire cutters and clip those down. Now I'm going to make a quick little easy arrangement by popping in the styrofoam and some lamb's ear into the center of this farmhouse picture. And then once I did that, and the lamb's ear was a little bit long, and these were probably maybe oversized for this picture, but oh gosh, I just think this picture is so cute. And it's a picture, not a picture. But anyway, there we have that. A fun little easy craft you guys can do. And it's a great way to repurpose some of your extra decor really for any season. You guys should be able to find some of those flowers, if not in the red, white, and blue and the other ones. And again, I am very patriotic and I do love all of my patriotic decor, but I did buy these to craft with. So I thought that would just be a fun idea for you guys. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to use one of these mini wreath forms and just some hot glue and this Dollar Tree kind of burlap wired ribbon. And I am just going to use the burlap wired ribbon and wrap it around this tiny little mini wreath frame. I've had these on hand and I actually want to save them once I get done using this craft because I think they would make a great little snowman craft. So if you guys see these in your Dollar Tree, grab a set of them, put them aside because we're probably going to make snowmen out of them once Christmas time comes. So I'm just wrapping this in my little small wreath form here, and then I'm going to just trim that off. And I found also these little cotton stem like pieces, so they're selling these in a 2-pack at Dollar Tree, and I thought those would be fun to add to a little mini wreath. I'm not sure what else really to do with them besides use them on a wreath, so you guys have to let me know. I'm kind of at a loss with these little guys, but I'm making a cute easy little bow here, and I'm just going to tie it off at the center. So to make this bow, you just loop the ribbon over on itself and then tie it in the center. And so then I'm going to trim that off and then tie that on to the top of this little wreath form. And so then there you guys have that. And then now I'm just going to hot glue this over here like this. So these are those little cotton, they're called cotton pods, I guess. I just thought that would be fun for like a little easy farmhouse mini wreath, and this would be even something that you guys could do just so on a budget. And then I'm just going to add some greenery pieces to either side of the wreath, and then you guys could get really creative with it. Add a little sign, a little mini sign. I didn't do that. I couldn't find a great little mini sign that I wanted to use, so I just thought that this as a decor piece was a fun idea. And so here's how that looks there. And the other thing I want to let you guys know is I am going to be announcing my Cricut Joy giveaway on my socials today. So you guys check my socials and my stories. I'll have that giveaway winner announced. I always love to spoil you guys, and I always love to ask you guys in this video or in any video, what was your favorite craft that I've created, and which one will you be recreating? And also I love to ask you guys kind of an inspirational question. And so for this one, I want to ask you, what has been your biggest blessing this year, 2021? Drop a comment down below. What's been your biggest blessing? So I think we could just light up this comment section with loads of fun, and then all of that kind of fun stuff. And I love you guys, and I'm going to pop in a clip of Benji Bear here real quick to share with you guys my little puppy dog. thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. I feel like crafting and decorating is so good for your heart and soul, and I just want to encourage you all to keep up the good work and give yourself some grace. You know, a lot of times it's about the journey and not always about the finished product. Even though it's nice to get something to look cute and be fabulous, trust me when I tell you that I have plenty of fails along the way, and it's kind of like that for me in life. You know, just that journey really is probably the most important part, and even if you fall down, I just want you guys to get up and keep going again. And I mean, this is a DIY video, but I also want to say something right now. I've been going through some things, and I just want you guys to know your worth, okay? Value yourself and look to God for all that you do and all of his promises and all of that good stuff. So I would also love to invite you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys love to craft and decorate. I also have a Facebook page. It has a free little group page with it. It's Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook. And it's just a fun place for people like you and I that love to craft and decorate to post photos of their home decor and DIY projects. And I do share on my social media stories a good morning cup of coffee with you guys every morning. I'm a total morning person, so I get up and I make my coffee, and then I share with you guys one of those little Dollar Tree prayer cards. And so you can also find prayer cards on Amazon. It usually has scripture and just today's prayer, and so it really helps me start my day. And so just know that y'all are loved and that you're enough, and to know your worth. So I love y'all to the moon and back. I can't wait for our next video. And until then, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. And we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.
That I love you.